Hey you guys, we are back for chapter 4. How have you guys been liking the story so far? It's getting really interesting, huh? I'm so interested to see what's going to happen next. And so is Norbert. Are you ready? Okay, I think Norbert wants to be in his terrarium again. Okay, so I'm going to put him back and we'll read chapter 4. Okay, chapter 4. Chapter 4. After training, I hiked to the spot in the woods where I'd seen the Night Fury. Near the top of the torn-up ground, I find the remains of my bola, but no sign of the dragon. I follow the trail of broken branches towards a spot where the Night Fury dropped the sight. Near the cliff's edge, I discover an opening in the rocky wall, which reveals a natural stone passageway leading downward. At the end of the crevice, there's a lovely isolated cove with a pristine pool surrounded by high stone walls. I notice the black dragon scale by my feet. I stooped to pick it up. I'm startled by the Night Fury swooping past me. I duck back into the crevice. The dragon whooshes towards the top of the cliff, flapping its wings. It loses control, slams against the cliff, crashes onto the beach. Then the dragon tries to climb the sheer rock wall. Its talons screech against the stone as it slips down, splashing into the pool. It crawls towards the ocean's edge. It snaps a fish in the shallow water, but misses them. The Night Fury slumps on the beach, worn out. Why don't you just fly away? I whisper. Then I see a piece of the dragon's tail is missing. I bite my lip. That part must have gotten sheared off by my bola. I pull out my sketchbook and flip past the drawings of weapons to the blank page. I sketch the dragon quickly, desperate to record the image of this dragon with only half of a tail. The next morning, it's back to training. Gobber lets a deadly natter loose in a wooden maze. The small, spiky blue dragon chases us through the labyrinth, breathing fireworks. All dragons have a blind spot, Gobber hollers. Find it, hide in it, and strike. The others rush through the maze, trying to avoid the natter's blast by finding its blind spot. Get in there, Hiccup, Gobber shouts. That's when a row of walls collapses. Astrid comes flying through the dust and crash lands on me. Get off of me, Astrid yells. Technically, you're on me. And those skirt spikes aren't very comfy. I spew back. Astrid untangles herself and tries to pull her axe from my shield. She plants her foot on my gut and raises both the axe and the shield together. As the natter swoops toward us, she bashes it on the nose. It yelps and scurries away. Pay attention, Hiccup, Gobber scolds me, grabbing the dragon and wrestling it back into its cave. I look around. All eyes are on me. I dust myself off, and I turn to find Astrid glaring, red-faced. Is there somewhere you actually belong? She asks, because this isn't it. As the sun sets, I visit the Night Fury, bringing a basket of fish. I locate a dark alcove on the crevice's other side. I back up, leaving the food between me and the alcove. Finally, the Night Fury steps out. He approaches the pile of food and sniffs it. I take a deep breath as I get my first close-up look at the dragon. He's magnificent. His scales are glossy black from his nose to his tail. His eyes shine like glowing emeralds. He opens his mouth, and I see empty gums. I mutter. Could have sworn you had. With a wicked gleam, razor-sharp teeth slide out of the dragon's gums. Teeth, I finished in awe. The Night Fury snatches the food and tugs it to the beach. He chews while watching me suspiciously. The food disappears in 2 big gulps. His teeth retract. When the dragon rushes towards me, it takes all my willpower not to flee, but I hold my ground, barely. I don't have any more, I tell him. The dragon looms over me. His green eyes glaring, he barfs up a chunk of meat at my feet. He looks at me, He looks at the lump and then at me. I'm grossed out, but I grab a hunk of the regurgitated food and nibble on it, trying not to gag. Satisfied, he almost smiles, then backs onto the beach and blasts a circular area where the sand glows. The dragon curls up on a hot spot. I step closer and warm my hands, noticing the dragon's damaged tail. I begin to draw designs in the sand with a twig. The dragon sees me, bites off a tree branch, and mimics my drawing. He creates a huge design in the sand around me. I walk around it and approach the dragon, holding out my hand. And I gently touch him on the nose. All right, you guys, that was the end of chapter 4. I will see you again for chapter 5, okay? Think about it. What do you think the night fairy will do with Hiccup? What would you do if you were Hiccup? Put your answers in the comments below. Let's talk about it. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, guys.